Yeah, g'day there. My name's Steve Daff from Cafe Serenade, Queenstown. Okay, how it all started for me was that I was in limbo land at one time. I left a job. I'd been working on the West Coast for 14 years as a chef. I'd worked at Hobart for 20 years as a chef, so I had 35 years of experience behind me belt, and I was looking for something, and I didn't know what, but I was doing a bit of work around Savage River for a while, just filling in the gaps, and the reason why I left there because the sugar diabetes was getting out of control, so I had to give that away. Anyway, so someone mentioned to me about providing a business for gourmet picnic packs, and it didn't sort of click first up. The second time it did, and there was a shop vacant in the middle of town, right next to the employment centre, which I was having a bit to do with. Anyway, so I got talking to the lady that was there and the wife as well, and so we sat down and we discussed the opportunity to be able to open up a business to provide a unique gourmet food outlet in Queenstown, and particularly on the West Coast, because there wasn't any such thing there. And I knew then that by providing a service for vegetarians and gluten-free products, that the rest of the business would probably and more likely develop from there. But I had a very, very good inner, deep spiritual feeling about it, that it was going to be successful. But as I knew through my Christian upbringing, there's always preparation before the promotion, and so I use those principles today in the way that I set about running the business, getting it set up, and using those same sorts of principles today. But getting back to getting it started was that we had to do a very thorough business plan on the business management. I think it was a certificate for, and during that time there was lots of arguments between me and my business trainer at the time, but she instilled into me the importance of doing this business plan, because it was getting a foothold into the door of being able to work for myself. And this was a great relief to know, but I sort of used the simple philosophy of being able to say, well, let's just do the best I can. And then the wife, in the early stages, mentioned to me about she was going to be able to apply for a small loan, and it was only for her. But when I got into the more details of it, it was also available for me as well. And so the availability of the loan from the NIL scheme enabled me to be able to set up my initial food costs, purchase of equipment, the insurance, and it didn't take long for $3,000 to be soaked up. But what it did do, it enabled me to get those doors opened and to be able to use the stock to initially initiate the first lot of cash flow in the business. And it was a great thrill to go after those doors that first day and to be swamped by people. And I had no idea at that time that where the business would be today. But the loan enabled me to be able to reach into the potential that I thought it was there, but the thought has become to reality. And so the reality has taught me to be able to differentiate the difference between emotions and fact, and that I can understand the difference between, the emotional side of running a business and the fact of running a business. And even though they do working together, there was two different sides, and be able to the most important thing that the NIL scheme allowed me to do was to be able to reach my goals and to be able to understand what my aims would be. And the goal is that the business has sort of permeated into other businesses as well on the West Coast, and it's enabled other businesses to be able to sell their products in my business. I'm I source my products out very, very well in what I do, and I always try to promote the Tasmanian producers over and above what comes from overseas or even from the mainland. And that's very, very important, is to be able to promote Tasmanian products to the extent that people from the mainland and from overseas get to be able to taste the experience of what we have here in Tasmania. And I believe that the quality of these products is unsurpassed of what else is around, and that's what I believe today. And I understand today that the benefits of being able to get the satisfaction out of being able to serve customers and to see a smile on their face after they've eaten a simple thing like cream of cauliflower soup with blue cheese in it, lamb shank lentil broth, beautiful soup.